Yeah, Jibraan Osman. I am the founder of two companies in Malawi. One professional because of my background, and one recreational because of my passion. So the first company is Osman Momentum 2020, and the other is Syner-Matics. So Osman Momentum 2020 is a company where I've learned through my journey in being in the freight industry and then wanting that to extend on a professional level as a consultant. So in freight, that means all walks of life, all different modes of transport, being air, road, rail, and sea. And I sort of expanded on that, learning different backgrounds about how you can market, and then bringing that together. If you're now doing freight, for example, you're meeting people at the conference that are looking at gaps that aren't being filled, and you want to extend into Africa. I live in a landlocked country, but recently, because of being exposed to a Malawi Zimbabwe conference, they then said Zimbabwe is land connected. And it made a lot of sense where even within Malawi, yes, we're the warm heart, but why should we keep calling ourselves landlocked? We are actually also land connected. So I said Malawi is land linked. So it's sort of changing the mindset to say, look, there's a lot that we can do. And if I'm then able to be in Botswana, I'm taking heritage that I have from home, from the warm heart that I've learned, and also extending that to the people that I would meet. So this series is basically us tackling topics, giving mental health literacy, because I've gone through it myself. And I said, look, there must be people that are in the shadows that want the help, because I know when I was down and out, I knew I wish someone could help me. And I'll be doing an injustice to know that I also required that help, but I managed to do it on my own and then extend that in opportunities that I got through other people. So now, what more from people that perhaps lack the knowledge, lack the literacy, or lack the opportunity just to be heard? And it could be just with that one step that you're starting that actually helps. And the stigma around it is with different age groups, a lot of people don't know how to tackle it as well. So I might start learning more about mental health, but say my fathers or the elderly generation say, "Oh, it's something we've been through. It's okay, you'll get through it." Where we have to have a different approach so that these generational issues that have happened can also be tackled different, so that the next generations to come actually have betterment to become better you, which I always believe a better you is better for others. Otherwise, then it'll be the cycle of hurt people. So yeah, that's why I've gone into the mental health side. And coming towards the men's health conference, a lot of we men, and myself included, being expressive is seemed like a weakness these days. And I feel the more that we speak about the topics that actually are maybe a back thought coming to surface can actually help us. And I feel like nieces, I have nephews. So when I look at these stigmas that are around us, how will it better their lives if I don't lead by example? How will I be better for my own children if I'm blessed to have children in the future? It's things like that that I think about the most, where we shouldn't suffer in silence as men. And even if you look at it in scripture or something else, where I tread very carefully, but we are meant to all work together in being in unity, in a sense, literally just being light and love to others. Now, sometimes it could be from different traumas that make us that way, and it doesn't mean that is our intention. There's always good in people. So if we can be better as men, as we you have a shoulder to lean on, there's no harm in that, because it's not a weakness. You're actually powering through something you're lacking, and you want to be better for by the outcome of it. And I feel for that, if there's unity and there's men that are going to come to this conference, there is so much more to benefit from, especially from what we don't see that meets the eye, and honestly tucking away to see what's behind the curtain, to say, how do you tick, how do you function, what are your pros and cons about yourself, what is your self reflection, how do you then want to be better for your goals. And I use this 5-step ladder, that it's just asking the simple questions, where it literally makes you reflect. It's like when you go to a therapist and they just ask you, "How are you?" You now just start opening up, and then you're like, "Okay, I understand it. And then you just have to digest, reflect, and then do the work.